fighting out of Swansea, Wales, here is the undefeated James "Lights Out" Lilley.
James Lilley is from Swansea in South Wales, a city famous for its boxers such as former world champion Enzo Macronelli and its poets like the world-renowned Dylan Thomas. At first glance, James appears to be a regular type of guy, a husband, a father to 3 children and a good job as an IT engineer. But James is unique. He has competed in professional boxing and mixed martial arts and has written several poetry books and organises poetry reading nights. And now James competes in the most brutal and bloody combat sport of them all, bare knuckle boxing. This film follows James as he gets ready for his toughest fight to date against Bobby Taylor, one of the hardest punching bare knuckle fighters in the world, away from home in New Orleans, USA. This is the story of the warrior poet.
I'm a casino and arcade engineer, so I do quite a lot of travelling to different arcades and bingo halls and casinos around the UK. It's a really good job, pays well. The downside is you weigh quite a lot. Been married 7 years, got 3 kids together. And my wife, she's probably the opposite of me when it comes to stuff like this. She hates talking on camera. She hates fighting, like she doesn't like sport at all. People kind of see me as like some sort of like freak show, you know, like a bare knuckle fighter who's a poet.
In boxing, you keep your hands up and the glove kind of sticks and doesn't come through. But like with bare knuckle, if you got your hands up, still a massive gap in the middle and the punches can come through. I've been trying to like move my head more, which I did do in boxing. If you catch a shot in bare knuckle, 8 times out of 10 it's a cut, like, you know, and you're going to mark on your face. So I try not to get it now because my daughter cried once. So you find a lot of MMA boys doing well in it because they're used to having the little gloves, especially over in the States. They used to like bringing their arms up and stuff rather than putting the gloves on.
That's right now. Don't do me wrong.
I'd be gutted for my children if something major was to happen to me, you know.
There's the jab on the rangefinder, Colorado.
Although like you said, you're enemies with the guy you're fighting for however long the fight lasts, you know, whether it's 10 minutes, 5 minutes, but as soon as that bell finishes, you want them to be able to get up and go home.
So this is my boy Tommy. How old are you, Tommy? Say 3. That's 2, 3. Oh, don't show me up now. This is Ruby. How old are you, Ruby? 5. What's all that? Nail varnish, is it? Yeah. And this is Bella. How old are you?
9.
More like 15.
It is a selfish sport because although you are doing it for one part of you, for the best part, for your family, to have a better future, a better life, there's another part of you, you're doing it because you want to be the toughest guy in the playground. You want to be the top dog. And it is a selfish thing because you've got to sacrifice stuff, you know. My wife would love me just to come home every night and be fat and happy on the sofa and, you know, be able to go out drinking and everything else.
During the 2020 COVID lockdown, James rediscovered his childhood love of poetry and has written several poetry books, and he also hosts poetry reading nights in the local town of Port Talbot.
When I was writing poetry, I didn't write to read aloud. I wrote poetry for people to read themselves. I didn't think I was going to ever read it at a live event. I didn't think it was that type of poetry, but this kind of changed everything for me. And now I'm writing poetry just to read at these events. A composer in the midst, a muse in the many. To me, a big friendly giant. Your laughter filled the room, but of course you were taken too soon. R.I.P. Andrew Jones, rest in peace, mate. Thank you. It's not quite where I want it to be, but again, I haven't had the time, and that's one thing I've noticed about these nights is you guys are great and you let me share my feelings that I don't usually share, so thank you. One of the things I write about is grief, dealing with loss, addiction. You know, it's not something I would sit down with a friend and talk about, but I can stand up in a room full of people and read about it.
But if we have a little break, then we'll have a drink and that, and we'll go from there, right, guys? 2-5.
The only way I see him winning is if you make a mistake. Boxing wise, though, right? If you box him,
he's got no chance.
He gets absolutely fucking mollered. He's got the whole danger, obviously.
You are not going to be there for that. You're just going to be flicking.
Yeah, he's got 5 wins, 3 of them are first round KOs.
He's got power. That's his one thing I think he's got, his power. If you hold your feet with him, you run in a risk. It's a brutal sport, it is. And it's not for some. It's not necessarily for me, to be honest. Like, I'm a massive MMA fan, boxing fan, all of that. But it's a little bit too brutal for me. The superficial cuts and stuff, I'm not really too concerned with, unless they're really deep or around the eyelids. Little nicks here or there, swelling of the face, his hands, anything like that, then you're never going to come out with bare knuckle unscathed. I think he knows that the main reason I'm there is to protect him, basically, because he'll fight until he can't fight anymore. He'd go right to the end, whereas like last fight in Wembley against Tyler Goodjohn, I had his wife pull me to one side saying he's got kids in the house and I don't need that. I know, I'm fully aware that's my main reason I'm there, because whether he'd speak to me again or not, if I pulled him out, I couldn't care either way, to be honest. If he was in trouble, I'd have no qualms in pulling him out. Because that's my job at the end of the day. That's a cornerman's job, I think, is to protect the fighter from himself. Because, like I say, Lily will fight forever.
My wife is actually here, but we're not going to have her on camera because she doesn't want to be. So Stacey, my beautiful, supportive wife, how does it feel to be married to a fighter?
Near divorce. I can't say that on camera. 3 times a week.
Would you say that the closer a fight gets, the more strain it puts on a relationship?
Absolutely, 100%.
But you are proud of me, aren't you?
Yes.
And what is the hardest bit about me being a fighter for you?
Being a single parent. Because you're not here, because you're work and then you're training. So I know you try hard to help as much as you can, but I might as well be a single parent.
And do you think that the benefits we get from fighting are worth it?
Truthfully,
yeah.
No.
What about the plaudits we get?
What's plaudits?
Ah, fuck off.
As I
starting to descend towards the airport. The weather in New Orleans is quite pleasant. A southerly breeze, some broken cloud, 24 degrees centigrade, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And there are any changes for next year.
Dave, let me go up now, mate. Grab a pillow from my bed. Put one of the used towels over the top of it, just so I got something to lay on, please. This is the time we get to put the gin, so I won't be letting you go for the morning.
Get in, it's not that hot, it's not hot.
You can't get in, David.
That's what I'm opening it for.
No, don't put plastic on it.
You're gonna, and anyway, you're not gonna feel it, are you?
Any comfort, David.
It's still gonna be comfy, it's soft, isn't it?
Oh, this is hot, this is now.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Well, just put it under my head, for fuck's sake! If I'm not on week, that's it. Flight's off, we're just going straight back.
I'll just switch our light off and forget about it.
Forget about what? The boiling heat evaporated from my body.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
James started his training camp 6 weeks ago, weighing 191 pounds. He has to get down to 158 pounds for his fight against Bobby Taylor to go ahead. A sauna suit is used to help sweat out the last few pounds ahead of the weigh-in, less than 24 hours away.
How long left,
14 minutes.
Fuck off, there was no...
I swear to God, I haven't touched the
Someone
time.
punch him in the fucking heart, fuck's sake.
Yeah. Lay back on your back and then heat out the side.
If I'm still over in the morning, treading on first, is it? That'd be best. Yeah. I got energy like that.
Yeah. Time.
Oh my god, there's loads of water in there.
Yeah, let's go that way.
You sex fan.
Ah. You know that from
Very well. You do it. And I'm going to shower. I was hoping to be lighter, to be honest.
What's that?
I was hoping to be lighter, to be honest.
So fucking sweating.
Morning.
You fucking useless cunt.
What do you want about?
Dripping all over the floor.
Good. Fucking get the maids to their fucking job.
Oh, his face is now obviously his cheekbones and, but yeah, he's if he's on or nearly on, then it's fantastic. I mean, it's as good as it can get. And we haven't had one argument yet, which is great.
I fucking hate birthday. It's like the opposite. It's like anti-Christmas to me. Oh. Can't believe it's like these fucking cars outside. To be honest, I get to this point in the fight and I fucking don't want to do it. Like, you know, it's the worst part about the fight camp is the dieting, especially me. You know, I love food and I'm in New Orleans and every single thing is deep fried. So, you know, it's hard, but it's, you know, it's worth it in the end. So, hopefully I don't have to do any more now. Oh. Can't let's fucking see what this is.
57. Boom.
Oh.
What was it, 157?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, thank fuck for that. I'm fucking so glad I didn't have to go back on the fucking treadmill. That's why I done a little bit extra this morning. I was like,
James Lilley, 156.8. Bobby Taylor, 158 even. Bobby Taylor taking on James Lilley.
Bobby Taylor. Woo! OBD!
Bobby Taylor hit me the hardest I've ever been hit in my life. Bobby Taylor, bad, brother. I'm telling you, he hit me so hard I forgot where I was, and that's a fact. He's the hardest hit dude I've ever fought.
So how's Bobby going to do tonight?
Bobby's probably going to win if he lands. I can promise you that. Now, he hit me in the top of the head, and I survived. I'm telling you, if he hits that guy in the chin, that guy's going to sleep. That's a fact.
Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black and red trimmed in green. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, 156.8 pounds. He holds an undefeated bare knuckle fighting record at 7-0 with 1 fight even. Fighting out of Swansea, Wales, here is the undefeated James Lights Out And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears black and white. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. His official weight, an even 158 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 5 victories opposite a single defeat. Fighting out of Tupelo, Mississippi, by way of Pocahontas. BKFC, here is Bobby O.D.B. Taylor. And our referee in charge of the action.
Bobby Taylor said James Lilley is a better boxer than me. I cannot allow Lilley to stay at boxing range. I have to get in and then stay in. Round number 1 of our co-main.
Don't mix it up, man!
From Mississippi, Bobby Taylor. Black and red shirts for the fighter from Wales, James Lilley. Lilley on the outside, hard front shoulder. They were looking for the entrance. Fast hands, the combo to the body from Lilley, back to the outside.
Fucking jab!
The jab to the body.
Don't rush! Don't rush!
From Taylor.
The game plan was to box. Just box, hit, move, get that jab going in Bobby's face. The bell went, and yeah, it didn't quite go to plan. Exactly how we wanted it to. He got caught up in a bit of a firefight.
Stop trading! Come on!
Forward again. Just over the 10-second clock, you see.
I said, let's go!
Number 1. There is the bell. I believe premature.
James kind of got drawn into a firefight with Bobby, which we weren't happy about, really.
A little bit more jabbing, right? Yeah. Don't rush in so much either. Get that jab a bit more. Think downstairs,
and one of the first things I say to James in the break was, we're mixing it up too much with him. That's the only chance Bobby had at doing anything to James, and James was opening the door slightly for him, so we needed to emphasise, no more. You've got to get on that jab, you've got to box more, move your feet, move your head.
Looking for feints, there's the right hand, left hand circling back out.
That jab good, huh?
Good left hand on the inside.
Fucking jab!
Those hooks, jab from Lilley.
There it goes! Right side and toes, James!
For Bobby Warbacher, right back in. Jab for Bobby Taylor. 25, or so we think, remaining in round number 2.
By trading with Bobby, then that's the only, in my opinion, and Josh's, that was the only way Bobby had a chance of winning a fight. Simple as that, and James played into it.
Big misses. Just like that on cue. Taylor taking himself off balance with that big left hand. Underhook snatched by Bobby Taylor. Chant of USA over Bobby Taylor.
Oh, we did a war zone.
It was full of booze. I think there might have been 4 of us in the arena cheering for James. And that might have, although James is quite calm and collected most of the time in the ring, I think that G'd him up. He wanted to quieten the crowd down. And possibly that's why he tried mixing it a little too much with Bobby.
Two of the most accomplished fighters in all American Fighting Championship. Bobby Taylor versus James Lilley. We won't get the bonus seconds in round number 2. There is the bell.
It could be tied up on judge scorecards. We don't give a fuck. We're gonna put him on his ass this round, all right?
All speed, mate, yeah? Let's go, Lilley.
Stop trading! What a fucking jab! Back to boxing, yeah!
So we knew the only chance Bobby had was to land that big, massive shot. Tried to avoid it. First 2 rounds, James getting a bit mixed up, giving him that opportunity, and then come the 3rd round, last shot of the 3rd round, Bobby Taylor lands the shot that we were all trying to avoid.
to tell you, I am very impressed with Lilley's ability to take a punch, even when...
So right at the end of the third round, Bobby throws a jab, lands a peach of a right hand, flush as you can get it, and follows it up with another right hand. And we didn't know at the time, but when James came back, he cracked all his teeth off that shot. We watched the fight. James was furious. He wasn't buzzed, he wasn't hurt, but you can see him staring Bobby down as if to say, you cheeky expletive.
Bobby Taylor lands a big shot. It hasn't really had any effect on Lilley.
Bit of confusion in the corner. Bobby had a really bad injury. It was a good doctor stoppage. James had jabbed him so much, I think from just under his nose to the point where his top lip meets his bottom lip had flayed open, so he needed to go straight to the ER and get that repaired. So it was a good stoppage.
Is the fight over? This fight is over! And this is a victory for James Lilley. Outside of England, I have never heard the Welsh flag booed. I've seen it in football and soccer and in rugby, but the Welsh flag being booed, the Welsh flag, the celebration in the corner of James Lilley. Very pro Bobby Taylor crowd.
For your winner by TKO and still undefeated, James Lights Out Lilley.
I can't get over it. Like, it's like winning the lottery for me, you know. This is what I dreamed of as a boy, and I thought the chance had slipped me by. And now I'm fucking living out my dreams, you know. I want to say, she'll probably see this when it comes out. Special thanks to my wife and my kids for putting up with all the shit in the last couple of weeks. I'm not the easiest person to live with in fight camp, and I really fucking miss my kids. And it's a really, like we talked about before, it's a really selfish sport. But I'm hoping that when I retire, and maybe I got some money for them, they can appreciate what I'm doing for the family. And it's just something that I've got to do. Like I said, me, you know, I just love fighting, you know.
She doesn't want me to leave, but she doesn't ask me not to go. Waiting anxiously, scrolling through her phone. Another victory, coming home a little less than before, aiding me up the stairs with the aches and pains. Bruises blooming across my back like flowers. I shiver as she traces a finger along the rope burns. I can't hold my kids close. My hands swollen beyond recognition. Never again, I tell her. She smiles, as we both know this is a lie, but we pretend until I leave again.
Luis Palomino defending that title against James Lights Out Lilley. If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what does. That is going to be a barn burner. BKFC 45, Hollywood, Florida. It is going to be special. Now let's...